Hello and welcome to another guide from Skate for Friends. Today I'm going to bring you a guide on Rorarius. The requirements for killing Rorarius are as follows. 80 range, this is for the raw crossbow, which can be made by buying the separate pieces in the Grand Exchange and forging them at Queen Black Dragon. You also have to go and speak to Thurgo beforehand to assemble the pieces. You can find out how to do that in more detail on the RuneScape wiki. 65 defense. This is for the Royal D-Hide armor, which I have here. As you can see, the body, the legs, and the vambraces are the three pieces that I've got. Now, this provides very little protection, so I would recommend that you actually have 70 defense so you can use armored armor, but this is actually very expensive in comparison. The previous setup was about 2 mil, and this, as you can see, is about 40 mil. The price of the previous setup is almost entirely composed of the price of the Royal Crossbow. I would also recommend having Vampirism, which is from the Loyalty shop, and I'd also recommend having 95 prayer. Now, the reason I've said 95 prayer instead of 92 is because it's not worth using soul split unless you can also use anguish, which is the ranged curse, at the same time. So I would recommend using rigor if you only have 92 prayer for soul split. Now, 68 summoning is a recommendation for using the Bunyip Familiar, which heals you gradually over time. I would also recommend to use a Unicorn instead if you have 88 summoning, so 20 levels higher. Now I'm going to show you what you should be putting in your inventory. Now in my inventory I have 3 super ranging potions, 3 super defenses, and 3 prayer renewals. I also have 13 prayer potions, a unicorn stallion pouch, and healing aura scrolls. The spare unicorn pouch is because a unicorn does not last a full hour, and I'm going to be going for a 1 hour trip, so I can show you how much money you can make every hour. I've left 4 inventory spots open for the drops that you can get, such as the Ascension Keystones, and this is the main way you're going to make money. On my ability bar, as you can see, it runs from right to left instead of left to right. The first ability is Piercing Shot. Second one is Dazing Shot. The third one is Ricochet. Now this is helpful because it attacks 3 Rorarius at once, and because you're going to have a lot of them on you at any one time, this does a lot of damage and can heal you quite a lot when you're using Vampirism. Sacrifice is also very helpful, so when you're getting towards the end of killing one of the Rorarius, you can use it, usually when it's below about 1k health. You can one-hit it, and then you get the full 100% of the damage you do instead of the 25% if you were to do it in the middle of the kill and not quite kill the Rorarius with that ability. I'm using all 3 of the range thresholds, the most useful of which is Bombardment because it attacks in a 9x9 square. So if you can see here, it would attack all around me if someone were to use it on me. This is very helpful because Rorarius often group on you and means that you can do a lot of damage to a lot of Rorarius all at the same time. You can heal up a lot with this if you use Soul Split. Now to get there, you should click on the home teleport button on your minimap and click on Ooglog, which is in the bottom left. If you haven't got the lodestone unlocked, you can use a Ring of Dueling, which you can buy in the GE for about 1k, to teleport to mobilizing armies and run east to unlock the lodestone. You can also see where the lodestone is on the map. Once you've unlocked it, you can teleport there. Once you get there, you just need to run a little bit northwest to get to the temple. And inside the temple there is an Ascension dungeon. Before you start, you should speak to Ocellus, which is a weird looking guy with a random pipe. You just speak to him about the Ascension dungeon and you just skip all the chat, and then once you finish that, you should just enter the dungeon. Once you get into the dungeon, you should go and wait at this point here, and then look inside. If there are other people there, then you should hop worlds, because it is much less money per hour if you have to share the Rorarius with other people. Once you find a free world, you should set your quick prayers to anguish and nothing else. If you have not a very low defense level, then it might be recommended to use Protect from Mage, but otherwise I wouldn't. So, once you're ready, you should pot up, turn on your quick prayers, and just start attacking. Once you attack one of them, the special trait will activate and they will all start to attack you. So you should just carry on doing this, and when you see an item start to glow on the ground, that is a sign that you've received a rare drop, which could be a Ascension Keystone, which is what you're after. For the next part of the video, I have compressed 60 minutes of footage of me killing Rorarius into about 3 minutes so that it doesn't take too long to watch. If you want to watch that, you can watch that, but if not, you can skip to the end of the thing, and I will be looking at what drops I got and how much they were worth. Okay, so I've done 1 hour of killing Rorarius, and as you can see my inventory, that was the loot I got. I have to say, this is probably the luckiest trip I've ever got. In the end, I managed to get 9 keystones and a Serenic scale, but I did manage to get every keystone apart from the most expensive, which is the Quintus currently in the GE. But if I just add this all to the price checker, it should come up as about 6 mil, which is very good. So in 1 hour I managed to make 6 mil. So that gives you a rough idea of how much money you can make while doing Rorarius. But I if I had to guess, I would say that it was more like 3 to 4 mil an hour than 6 mil an hour. On top of that, the prices are probably slightly less than what they are on the price checker because they're crashing at the moment. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.